All right, New York, what's up? All right, world, let's have a conversation. Let's have a conversation about anything that's going on the internet. Let's talk about it, okay? Well, I'm gonna give you a reminder where you at right now.
Gets me every time.
All right, I'm running OSB right here. You can see that pop up on your screen, but you know what? In a few seconds, you're gonna see this. Boom. All right, Yahoo. Let's just go through. I mean, I was watching that thing with the lawyer there. I kind of want to talk about that. Um, because everyone know what happened in Florida. With the shooting and everything like that. That was sad. That shouldn't have happened. I mean, but it brings up the conversation. Gun rights. It's in the Constitution, semi sort of. It's kind of vague, but maybe it was done like that on purpose because our guns were supposed to be to protect us against the government, and it seems like the government has gotten very strong. So really, is our guns going to protect us, or do we really have to have stronger guns to protect ourselves against the government? I don't know. I just really think that the guns, especially assault rifles, my personal opinion, should be banned. I mean, there really is no war in here right now, so there's really no need for that. But there's a lot of people have different opinions about stuff like that. But this whole thing that happened in Parkland, that shouldn't have happened. I don't understand how these things can happen. Yes, you have deputies who really punked out, should I say? I mean, if there was three of them, so I hear there's three of them. If they surround the dude, like sort of like a crossfire two sides type of thing, he couldn't possibly fight them both at the same time. I don't know if he had two guns or whatever, but but the real thing that needs to be done is what happens in New York City over here is when I was growing up in school was there was only one way in and one way out. When you're coming in, you had to come in through the main door, and there was a checkpoint right there. Security checked you. They took your cell phone. They took your CD player. At my time, it was a CD player. There wasn't no cell phones like that. They took whatever that was not necessary for learning, and they took it and they confiscated it. But if that would have happened in Florida, he would have only had one way in, and he would have had trouble from the beginning. He wouldn't have gotten so far in and killed so much kids. That whole thing was just, you know, unfortunate. It shouldn't have happened. If we limit the amount of assault rifles, though I'm not gonna front, I want one because it's kind of cool in a way. So I understand the hobbyist part of it also, but really, if I didn't have one, no big deal. I mean, there's a lot of things I have in this wonderful country I live in. A lot of things I have, and a lot of things I can use to defend myself. And there's lots of ways to defend yourself. Really, really, you don't have to just use guns, but whatever. So that's a hot button issue, and I think that everywhere in the country should be like New York City when it comes to checkpoints at the beginning, one way in and generally one way out. That's the bottom line. So someone is going to stop you before you even get in there and check you. Use the metal detectors. Every school should have that. That's about safety for children, safety for teenagers, safety for everyone. Kids, children, they're so emotional. So whenever anything happens, they automatically go 1,000 with it. They want to go, you know what, I'm going to kill him. You know what I mean? I want to kill. But they don't really mean that. They're speaking out of emotion. When you're young, emotions is high. And this guy that did that he was very strange in a way. He was really, really, really into guns. That was his passion. That's the only thing that maybe he felt like he was powerful with that. Who knows, But you definitely needed a psychiatrist if you think guns is going to make you likable, right? Guns don't always make people likable. People like guns, but it doesn't make you likable. I don't want to even get into the Trump thing. Trump, I have stopped the shooter with my bare hand. I mean, this guy says a lot of just weird things. Like, you would have stopped the shooter with your bare hands. What? No one believes that. No one believes that. You know what? I'm just not gonna even go to that one. Let's go. Here's a picture of the young man right here. Wow, he does look strange. Just saying. Argentina aims machine guns and cannon fire at illegal Chinese fishing boat in 8-hour chase. Wow. I don't know what's going on in international waters, but there's always some crazy stuff going on there. There's always some good news there. A lot of the stuff that that's going on in the country is because of these little small squabbles out in the oceans. Like these little squabbles cause diplomatic problems that we don't really know about what's going on. It's like all of a sudden it's like we don't like this other country, and now, but like 10 years we were like cool with them. Now it's just the other way around, But here we go. I mean, this stuff is in Spanish, but there's an incident that occurred on Thursday. Argentine authorities told the public, "You are responsible for the safety of your crew and your ship. You are about to receive direct fire." Whoa, turn that shit around, bro. Right? Captain Eduardo Scarzello informing a fishing vessel. A fishing vessel? A fishing vessel? Why are you being chased for 8 hours? Like, you shouldn't even be trying it, though. Look at this dude right here. He's about to bust a cap in that little ugly ass fishing boat you got going right there. I mean, he's got an old 1942, 43 style helmet going on, though. So I don't know. That tells me, they got some old gear. But it's okay. But that little AK he got is kind of like AK-74 maybe. That's kind of new. But anyway, people need to chill out in these waters for real. They really need to chill out in these waters. Slam John Legend for carrying his own daughter. A woman just slammed John Legend for carrying his own daughter. What? Let's see. Recently posted on Instagram of himself carrying his daughter, Luna, during a casual stroll. And the Instagram user commented on the photo saying that John Legend and his wife, Chrissy Teigen, never let their daughter walk. Like, seriously? How do you know she's not walking at home? How do you know they don't have a little baby walk at home? Like, you really in their life way too much. Whoever wrote that about them, like, you're in their life way too much if you know every time you go outside, daughter's not walking. Maybe they don't want their daughter to walk outside. Kids do run off and do some crazy stuff, get hit by cars. God forbid that was to ever happen. But chill out. Chill out, America, for real. Chill out, America. That's a beautiful couple right there, by the way. But America seriously needs to chill out, okay? Because that's just crazy. I want to go into some sports. I mean, I'm gonna like the Yankees. Let's talk about the Yankees real quick. I think they're playing now, but who isn't hot about the Yankees right now? I mean, they got Giancarlo Stanton. They got Aaron Judge, Gary Sanchez, Greg Bird. Ellsbury's still in the team, but he's a good defensive. He's a very good. I'm not gonna even say good. He's a very good defensive player right now. Imagine Judge in right, Giancarlo in left. You needed something very good, like with very good range and a good glove out there, because you have enough power out there. That's enough right there. I mean, one's the MVP with the most home runs, and the other one's a Rookie of the Year with one of the top home run hitters in there. Power is not the problem here. Now at this point, you need to show up that defense, right? That center field is going to be shored up by Hicks and Jacoby Ellsbury. They need a second baseman, but I hear the minor leagues could probably fix that hole. Their third baseman, that's another hole that they need to fill. But if they just get people good on defense, that's all they need. Didi Gregorius, he's a good, solid, all-around player. He's going to give you great defense. He's got good speed. His average is good. And he has some pop. Yankee Stadium pop. That's all you need is Yankee Stadium pop. I mean, the guy has some pop. So he's a good, solid player altogether. Okay, they're starting pitching. Sonny Gray is very good. Sonny Gray is very good. I just think that people are sleeping on Sonny Gray. David Robinson, also very good. They got a Roller Chapman. Not a big Chapman fan, because his stuff is like a laser beam. It just goes straight. Doesn't have much cut to it. Dylan Betances, in the playoffs, he kind of like was a little wild, but when he's on, nobody can hit him. When he is on his game, he is the deadliest pitcher in all of baseball. My opinion. Maybe because I'm just a Yankee fan, I'm just talking a lot of crap like that, but whatever. Let's go to Fox Sports. Everybody that isn't with him can kiss his ass. Okay, so Des Bryant says everybody that isn't with him can kiss his ass. That's fine. You ain't gotta be with him. I understand what he's saying. I mean, if you're a football player, you must get a lot of lovers and a lot of haters. He's one of the best wide receivers in football right now. So I'm sure with all that love he's getting a lot of haters from like all the 31 other teams. All right, if he did 32, all the 31 other teams, there's like thousands and close to a million haters that's going to be on him. So I understand where he's coming from. And and a lot of these talk show hosts, they just like to just talk a lot of crap, say something crazy, so they can get some attention when they're losing a little bit of attention. And so, Colin Cowherd, I mean, you want to talk about overrated? He's overrated. Colin Cowherd is overrated. I think Craig Carton should get his own show, his own TV show. Why not? Craig Carton, what's up? You can do it. I know you're having little problems right now, but you can straighten that out. What's this? Kevin Hicks salutes Dale Earnhardt after dominating win in Atlanta. That's cool. Did he salute Dale Earnhardt Sr. or Jr.? I mean, now I gotta watch this thing. Psych. I'm not gonna watch the video now when you put this 30-second advertisement on here. Nick Wright reacts to LeBron's Cavs losing to San Antonio Spurs. I mean, the San Antonio Spurs is a good team, so LeBron James is carrying the whole city. He ain't just carrying the team, he carries the whole city. Like, this. Well, he looks kind of pissed off right here. I don't know what this thing is, but he looked like he's about to eat something crazy. Like, he's like, yo, you know what? This is my Walking Dead zone right now. This is my Walking Dead mode. So back up off me, bro. Back up off me, bro. And so this is what I was looking at before. Sports. I'm a big sports guy. John Legend news, whatever. Anything that shows up, I just, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. What's going on in the boxing world? There's a big fight coming up. Deontay Wilder versus Diaz, I think it is. The Cuban sensation, Cuban King Kong. It's going to be at the Barclays Center, so that's cool. Barclays is a very nice center. Interior. Exterior, it's rusty. Like, they designed it like that. I mean, just not my thing. Deontay Wilder, he hasn't really refined anything. He hasn't really refined any part of his game. He's just been crazy wild, but just a hard, heavy hitter. Don't mind the construction, said I say. The people out there, this is the Bronx. So, the Bronx is loud. Sorry, guys. So yeah, Deontay Wilder, he hasn't really refined much of his game. He's just a wild thrower, should I say. He just throws some wild bombs. I mean, bombs. He calls himself the Bronze Bomber. He's a bomber, right? But he needs a little bit more refinement. I mean, I don't think you can teach him at this point because they've been saying that for a while. He's going to get better, more refined. That's just not his style. He's going to go out there laying bombs. And if Luis Ortiz, if he can take the hits, if he can take the punishment, then he might beat Deontay Wilder. Because no one really gave Deontay Wilder no real trouble. Like, there was this guy, Washington, Jerome, I'm not sure, I forgot his name. He gave Deontay trouble. He was just being very technical, jabs, leading in with the jab and then two-piecing them. And Wilder couldn't get nothing going because, the jab kept on stopping him. So, I mean, maybe Ortiz can do something like that. Let's focus in on what Luis Ortiz does, because they say he's supposed to be very good. This gentleman's supposed to be very good. So let's just see what happened. That's boxing. MMA. What's going on in the MMA? Anyway, Barclays Center. I wish I had tickets for that. I might see it on pay-per-view. I don't know if I'm gonna watch the MMA event or the boxing event, but let's go UFC. That's what everyone watches. I mean, I like Bellator too. I got a couple of friends that do the Bellator game. If my boys are in Bellator, I'm right there like, what's up? Let's go kick butt. I don't want to curse too much, even though I naturally curse. That's just crazy. But anyway, the big fight I want to see is the Tony Ferguson and Khabib. Tony Ferguson and Khabib. That's what I really want to see. This guy, Brian Ortega, undefeated. Okay, Brian Ortega, no joke. I mean, I see him a lot at the Gracie YouTube channel. I mean, he's got some real good jiu-jitsu. He's like a black belt at this point. I mean, he's kind of young, right? I mean, he's got to be very good, very talented. But sometimes you just got to go with the flow and just go with what feels right, and that's what he does. So Really, you really can't fault him for that. I mean, but really, what I want to see is Tony Ferguson fight. Here we go. This one, April 7th. This is gonna be the one that's gonna be big. And I'm not looking to buy no tickets. Sorry, I'm not gonna be there. I mean, there's another one at the Barclays Center. It's gonna be amazing. Look at that. Look at the prices. Wow, $132 for way back there. 206, way back there. 132.50. What is it gonna be like close to the cage? See what they say. F1, F2. $1,150 a BF2. Wow. I mean, $275 for section 1. That's not bad. You really don't want to be behind the media because they have a lot of camera stuff and a lot of like equipment that can get in the way. I don't know what F3 is, but no seats available. Okay, nothing. Maybe you want to be around 7, 9. I mean, you see like a lot of the bars here, but it's okay. They got a big screen somewhere at the Barclays. I never seen a UFC event how they usually set it up, but Barclays does a nice job of setting up anything. So, but that's gonna be the big fight, right? That's gonna be the big Tony Ferguson versus Khabib. I believe Khabib is gonna win. I won't be mad if Ferguson wins. I feel like Khabib has holes and somebody needs to expose them. Someone needs to expose Khabib's holes. His stand-up is kind of lackluster. He's got some power behind him, but I don't know if he can actually take a punch. He's got that big-ass head, but I don't know, can he really take a punch? We don't know, but I know he's strong as hell, and once he got a hold of you, it's a wrap, man. You really gotta get it early. As soon as he grabs it, as soon as you get to the ground, just spring out if you can. Just don't let him sit on you. Once he sits on you, he just like an anaconda. He just wraps himself around you, and he's just gonna take a beat down. Khabib is scary. He's just. I mean, he's small, but he's just scary. Especially when I saw that when he fought Michael. What is his name? When he beat up Michael Johnson, scared the crap out of me. I wanted that referee to stop it a long time ago because I feel like this is such a beatdown. I feel bad for this gentleman, Michael Johnson. Michael Johnson likes to talk a lot of crap, but so some of it is deserving this beatdown, but it was scary. It was like, yo, ref, there's nothing he can do. He's almost incapacitated at this point. He's just taking punishment just because you don't want to stop it. He's not on the same level. He destroyed Michael Johnson. Michael Johnson had him in the first round. He never had him, but in the first round he had opportunities to, hurt him a little bit, and he did a little bit, in the stand-up game, but that was short-lived. Once it was down on the ground, it was just like sad. It looked like it hurt. You could hear the smack of the punches. It was just crazy. But let's move on from that. Khabib is going to win. But I won't be mad if Tony Ferguson put it on him. Because I do want to see Khabib lose. I don't know why, but I want to see Khabib lose. Maybe because he has that stupid smirk. I don't know what it is. I want to see him lose. Everyone should take that loss one time so that they can be humble. Even though he doesn't seem like he's too outrageous. But still, you need to be humble. For real. Everyone needs to be humbled every now and then. Alright. Monica Lewinsky, I'm not alone anymore. Thanks to the Me Too movement. What? Yo, you seriously doing this, Monica Lewinsky? I mean, we've heard your story. We've heard your comeback. Anyways, that's what I'm going to keep it. I'm going to keep it like this. Thanks for watching this video. What I'm going to tell you, the best advice you can get from anyone, stay focused. Stay focused, New York.